Elderly couple walking together, brain scans on screen, headline flashing, breakthrough trials result. Neurostat shows promise, FDA moves quickly. For millions of families touched by Alzheimer's disease, the news they have long waited for may finally be here. A new drug called Neurostat is showing real promise, significantly slowing convicted decline in patients during early stage Alzheimer. Scientists in lab course results labeled Neurostat. Researchers examine data on monitors. In a phase 3 clinical trial involving over 1,800 participants, Neurostats demonstrated a 32% reduction in the rate of cognitive decline over 8 months compared to a placebo. Bar chart showing decline rates, placebo versus Neurostat. Memory, problem solving, and daily functioning are all showing measurable improvements, giving researchers and caregivers a new reason to hope. FDA headquarters drug approval process animation documents marked fast track review. The FDA has now granted Neurostat fast track status, expediting its review based on the strength of the trial data and the urgent need for better treatments. Neurostat has the potential to be the first drug to alert the course of Alzheimer's, FDA statement. It's a part of a new wave of treatments that target amyloid plaques, the sticky portions that build up in the brains of Alzheimer's patients and disrupted neural function. Families gathered in support groups are elderly women looking through photo album, caregiver administering meds. For families living with Alzheimer's, every small improvement can be life-changing. Family members say that it's not a cure, but it gives us more time, more good days. That's everything. Over 6.7 million Americans live with Alzheimer's. Today, more than 6.7 million Americans live with Alzheimer's, and that number is expected to double over the next 2 decades. Again, aging US population Alzheimer's projection through 2015. Alzheimer's advocacy rally protests are reading more funding now and every mind matters. Advocacy groups like with the Alzheimer's Association are celebrating the news but cautiously. Promising, but we need broader access and long-term data. They warn that access, affordability, and insurance coverage must be addressed if the drug is approved. Prescription drug cost rebates, serial checking medication prices, medical logo. Like many Alzheimer's therapies, Neurostat is expected to be expensive. Lawmakers and insurers may soon face pressure to ensure it's available beyond just the wealthy few. Caregivers holding hands with patients, researchers working out a lab with cautious smiles. Still, the hope is real. Neurostat does not reserve memory loss, but it could slow the clock, buying precious time for patients, families, and science itself. Face of patients, grandchilds laughing with grandparents, lamp team celebrating in quiet triumph. The next step, full FDA decision could come as early as spring 2026, and clinical use might bring shortly after. FDA decision expected within 6-9 months. It's not the cure, but it may be the beginning of a new chapter in the fight against Alzheimer's. Stay with us for updates on the Alzheimer's research, treatment breakthroughs, and stories from the states of families on the front lines.